Shalom Yashala. First and foremost, we get all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash, the honor to our apostles, the elders, and great millstone, hope you will. And peace and blessings to the hopeful elect that puts this great gospel in sincerity and truth. This is Brother Tazakai Yahweh from the great millstone to the Annapolis camp. Coming at you another lesson through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And Lord willing to be edifying. And Lord willing you can hear me, I stepped outside for a little bit. Hopefully the bugs and stuff ain't too, loud, just feeling good out here. Got a goofy ass dog over there barking for no reason, so, Lord willing you can hear me, bear with me. But getting into the article, this actually came out today. I don't think I had the date on there. It came out today, or yesterday, but I believe today. It says, Putin says Russia has tested next generation nuclear weapon. It reads, President Vladimir Putin said on Thursday that Russia has successfully tested a today. It said tested a potent new strategic missile and declined to rule out the possibility it could carry out weapons tests involving nuclear explosions for the first time in more than 3 decades. Putin said for the first time that Moscow has successfully tested the Burevestnik, a cruise missile with potential range of many thousand miles. You read this in the CNN article, it said that it had a range of unlimited miles, but at the end of the day, ultimately, the Lord gonna guide the missiles where they need to hit anyway. But it is, a good thing to take and consider how far these missiles can travel. And we do know that they do possess missiles that can hit from, Moscow to even to, New York in like 20 to 30 minutes. So that's like, hey man, when that time period comes, with them sirens going off and the missiles getting shot, what can you do? Call out, yeah, Bashim Al Shai, Bashim Kakudash. I see a chariot right here flying. That's definitely what I wanted. Wait, is that another one? Slovakia. God, it's 2 chariots. They just flew past each other like like a tag team, tag hands, and started moving. Hey, another reason why I came out here to catch one, but going on, so definitely good to take in consideration how far. But other than that, what can you do when they send them off? You think you can go to the nearest airport and board the planes and all this and that when the whole frenzy may be going on, this and that, ain't nothing gonna take off. And if the people do, if the people are in the plane or this or that, whatever, and them people slated for judgment, I guarantee you, through the spirit, a missile gonna hit their ass too. So really, don't matter what you do. Ultimately, if you're not the elect in that time period, hey man, you're gonna be destroyed, especially over here in Babylon the Great. It says, Slakia say, he also told an annual gathering of analysis and journalists that Russia had almost completed work on its Sarmat intercontinental ballistic missile system, another key element of its new generation of nuclear weapons. Putin, who has repeatedly reminded the world of Russia's nuclear might since launching his invasion on Ukraine on February 24th of 2022, said no one in their right mind would use nuclear weapons against Russia, which ultimately he's sadly mistaken with that. Now I get what he's saying as far as how they boasting, saying they the big dog, so to speak. Of course, Babylon the Great been considered the hammer, of the earth. But when Russia speaks and what they say and what they, when they boast about their military might, hey man, Babylon be quiet. Don't be making no noise, so to speak. But we understand that when the time period comes, hey, the Lord's in control of all the missiles. So Russia gonna get hit as well. All those various places gonna get hit as well by those missiles. At the end of the matter of fact, just to give it an example, right? Pretty much when you read Joel 2, I want to get to the point because to show that it ain't really, Russia or these nations in, control. But when you read Joel 2, ultimately from the top all the way down, this is talking about the missiles that they, like I say, they shall run. Joel 2:7, they shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war, and they shall march every one on his way, and they shall not break their ranks. Right? Like I said, when they flying in the air, they're not gonna hit each other, and they ain't gonna bump into each other, explode, this and that. No, they're not gonna break their race. They're gonna be set, and they set a coordinated path through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Shai. It says, neither shall one thrust another. See, they shall walk every one in his path, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. Now, if this was talking about people, don't if a person fall upon the sword, it'll be wounded. But no, these are designed to what? To explode. So, say that's in the nature of a missile being shot somewhere. That's their duty, to fly wherever they're projected to, and then what? To blow shit up. They say they shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the walls. They shall climb upon the houses. They shall enter in the windows like a thief. They say the earth shall quake before them. That's a key. The earth shall quake. Doesn't it say that the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard? Right? Doesn't it speak about what? There was a great earthquake. What was the earthquake caused by? Those thermonuclear warheads pelting the earth. It say the heaven shall tremble, the sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. Because why? That nuclear, that nuclear smoke, that plume, that dark cloud, the heaven rolling back like a scroll, right? It says, and also going, when we go into the sun and the moon, they go into ultimately wisdom and knowledge being taken away, and that's what's gonna happen too. They're not gonna be up top. They're not gonna be Lucifer no more when they all know that. They're not gonna, that Lucifer being the light ones, the illuminated ones, through the wisdom that they have on the left-hand side. So they're not going to be on top anymore when their whole kingdom is destroyed and brought down, via what? These missiles and the concentrated laser beams. But going on saying the stars shall withdraw their shining, because why? All the smoke from the nuclear bombs hitting everything, warheads hitting everywhere. It's saying the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great, right? So the missiles, right? Those are part of the Lord's army. Of course, like I said, the chariots, a part of the Lord of the hosts, his armies, Yahweh Shai Mashiach pulling up, leading the charge, right? But also with these nations too, in a sense, because why? They're going to be in control from Yahweh Bashim Shai. Don't it say in 2 Corinthians 13 that they was afraid but yet durst fight? Because he going to put the spirit in them to do so. So everything is ultimately in the control of Yahweh Bashim Shai, right? He created the smith to blow the coals. Ultimately, to craft those weapons of indignation that he ultimately going to use upon them. See, they're going to be destroyed by their own devices that they created, right? It say, for he is strong that executeth his word. For the day of Yahweh Bashim Shai is great and very terrible, and who can abide it? And the question is, and the answer is, only the elect in that day will abide it. Everybody else who was slated for that judgment, they're going to fall. They're going to be destroyed. But I want to read that quick because these people, these devils, they really think they're in control. Ultimately, they're not. They say, if such an attack was detected, he said, such a number of our missiles, hundreds would appear in the air, that not a single enemy will have a chance of survival. Russia has not, so like he said, if somebody was detected, they got like a doomsday device that send various missiles to these targeted, locations that they already have programmed if somebody was to send something towards them. Right? They say, Russia has not conducted a test involving a nuclear explosion since 1990, the year before the collapse of the Soviet Union. I have to look around. Sometimes these deers be hopping everywhere, and trying to have Bambi pull up on me. But they say, but Putin declined to rule out the possibility it could resume such testing. He knows that the United States had not ratified the treaty that bans nuclear tests, whereas Russia has both signed and ratified it. It would be theoretically possible for the Duma, Russia's parliament, to revoke its ratification, he said. Military analysis says a resumption of nuclear testing by Russia, the United States, or both will be profoundly destabilizing at a time when tensions between the two countries are greater than at any time in the past 60 years. In February, Putin suspended Russia's participation in the New START treaty that limits the number of nuclear weapons each side can deploy. But there is no need, Putin said, for Russia to rewrite its doctrine on the actual use of nuclear weapons, which it says it may fire them either in response to a nuclear strike against it or in the event of a threat to the existence of the state. Responding to a question from Russia analyst Sergei Karaganov, who has advocated lowering the threshold for nuclear use, Putin said, I simply don't need this. I simply don't see the need for this. He added, there is no situation today in which say something would threaten Russia's statehood and the existence of a Russian state. No, I think no person of sound mind and clear memory would think of using nuclear weapons against Russia. Now, when you see that, hey, but that's like all these Edomites, they boasting with great pride, proud as hell, But what he's saying though, he not lying, because when you go look up nuclear arsenals, hey, Russia #1. They at the top. So with him, like he said, with them, and they got shit that make noise, real noise. As a matter of fact, they tested the biggest nuclear explosion. I think it's called the Tsar Bomba, the biggest nuclear explosion that the world has ever witnessed. And that was in like, what's that, like in the 60s or whatever? So imagine what they got now, what they put together now. So that's why they boast how they boast. But at the end of the day, the people try to make sense of it. Like, yeah, see, if they got this and that, why would they do it? They'd blow the world up 7 times over. Well, see, that's you using your rational mind, your base mind. But these people ain't spiritual, because spiritually that is supposed to happen through the prophecies that you have about Shem Shai. No matter if it don't make sense or not to you, it all makes sense to us because it's the Lord's will, right? You think you people are gonna be reigning forever and forever? No, there's a matter of fact, Joe, and when I speak about you people, I'm talking about ultimately the elites, Esau, Edom, and them. Yeah, they counterparts of the other nations, but the head, hey, Amalek was the first of the nations. The one who's running everything is, Amalek. Earth is getting to the hand of the wicked. Yeah, all of Esau, Edom is wicked, but Amalek, that chief house of wickedness, right? It says Joel 14:5. Seeing his days are determined, right? His days are determined. There's a set designated day when, hey, y'all gonna be taking out of power. The number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. Esau can only go so far, right? Even though Scripture say the inward thoughts that they believe that their houses shall dwell from generation to generation. Hey man, you're inward, hey, you a fool with those vain thoughts and your vain imaginations, right? It's part of the Lord's will to take your ass out. You gonna be taken out by what? Fire, contrary laser beams, and thermonuclear warheads. But let's get to the scripture where it speaks about the missiles, right? And we gonna this Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 9 say, for lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon, right, America, an assembly of great nations from the north country. Ultimately, that's heading with who? Russia. It say, they shall set themselves in array against her, because why? Russia got all these other nations that's gathered under their umbrella. Russia, China, Iran, North Korea, Libya, Ethiopia, Persia, I said Iran, all these other nations too that they got treaties with that people don't know about, right? Say, what, be thou a guard to them. And the Lord gonna put his hooks in thy jaw. So, hey, Putin and them think they in control. No, Yahweh Shem Shai is in control, right? It say, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence shall she be taken. Their arrow shall be as a mighty expert. None shall return in vain. Those arrows is what ultimately go into what? Those missiles. And they're not gonna return in vain. Why? They gonna all hit their designated locations. They gonna do they just do and what they was created to do, and that's to what? Completely and utterly destroy Babylon the Great and to be shot in the various places of the world, right? It says, drop it down to verse 13. It said, because of the wrath of Yahweh Shem Shai, it shall not be inhabited. Talking about Babylon the Great, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that go by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her place, because, amen, the Lord gonna do something so cold over here. It's gonna be an ugly sight to see. We see this place just burning up. I don't know if that's a deer or not. Look like it. We see this place just burning up and burning and burning. That's going. Ooh, you gonna be like, ooh, damn. Ain't gonna be pretty. It say, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all you that bend the bow, right? Your bow that goes into what? Your nuclear silos, right? A delivery system of the missiles. It say, shoot at her what? Spare no arrow. Spare none of them. Don't save. We're gonna save a few. No, spare none. They all gonna get shot off. For she has sinned against Yahweh Shem Shai. Shout against her round about. She have given her hand. Her foundations are fallen. Her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of who? Yahweh Shem Shai. Take vengeance upon her as she have done, do unto her. So all your treachery, all the death, all the destruction, all the violence that you have wreaked havoc upon the whole earth, the same treachery that you have dealt is going to be dealt back unto you, right? Next chapter, and we could we could read open this chapter fire, but it's gonna highlight the the people who gonna lead the charge. Jeremiah 51 verse 11. It says, Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord Yahweh Bashim Ashah had raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes, and the modern day Medes today is who? The Russians, right? For his devices against Babylon, to destroy it, right? That's his device. That's when everything gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. We're gonna join hands together, be cool. This and that. No, we're gonna rise out of any situation when it gets bad and nasty. We're gonna rise out of it. No. He said what? For his devices against Babylon, to what? To destroy it. That's the will, the pleasure of Yahweh Bashim Yashai, to destroy Babylon. Why? Because it is the vengeance of the Yahweh Bashim Yashai, the vengeance of his temple, right? Taking vengeance upon what he did to us. Also his only begotten son, because why? Because who? The nation that ordered, ultimately the nation that carried out, crucifying Yahweh Shai HaMashiach were the Edomite Romans at the time, because the original Romans are Japhetic, but the Romans at that time, the Esau Edom had took upon, their identity, and they carried out the crucifixion of our Lord. So, vengeance is in the Lord's heart. Meditate and can't wait to come back to, pay you back and do unto them, do unto y'all as y'all have done unto us. And that's pretty much all I got on that. Ain't trying to make it too long. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to sincere Akim, with the sincere Akim, Akwathium, or the sincere brothers and sisters who are out there listening. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash, the honor to our apostles and elders, a great millstone, who grew well. And peace and blessings to the hopeful, let this push the great gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom, Yasha Allah, abide, babal.